School safety coming up this morning during what was a previously scheduled active shooter discussion in Groesbeck. The big question, how to help prevent something like what happened in South Florida from happening again. And Fox 44's Nohely Mendoza was at the training. So Nohely, what can we do to better prepare for these types of situations? Is there anything to do?
Leslie, Robert, no one can be truly prepared for an active shooter, but authorities say there are ways to keep our children's schools secure.
We're now living in a society where we have to prepare our people for the worst.
Wednesday's deadly shooting at a Florida high school has left many on edge.
We have to get off the mindset that it won't happen to us because we're in a small rural area. Let me tell you, it could happen to us in a blink of an eye.
That's why dozens of people from all ages and some from out of town gathered to learn how to protect themselves and others.
It's a pretty important topic.
Captain Lee Cox with the Limestone County Sheriff's Office says there are several measures schools can take to prevent an active shooter situation.
They can make single point of entries. They can install camera systems, buzzers, key card swipes. You can put faculty or security at doorways to monitor entry and exit.
He says adding extra security measures go a long way.
A lot of the mindset is, they don't want the kids to be inconvenienced, or they don't want to be inconvenienced, but I personally feel that a small bit of inconvenience is better for safety.
When it comes to guns, those measures can even start at home.
Locking them up and keeping them out of sight and out of mind is probably the best thing.
Although lockdown policies are already in place at some schools, Sheriff Wilson says adding additional safety measures, well, that gets tricky.
Sometimes they are a little reluctant to put the proper policies and procedures out there to follow simply because they're scared of a lawsuit.
And if you find yourself in a similar situation,
run, hide, fight. You run if you can, you get out of the building, you get to a safe place. If you can't do that, then you find a place to hide. If you can't hide as a last resort, then you fight.
Now, the high school in Groesbeck already has a system in place where students have to be buzzed in before going onto campus. Captain Cox said having a system like that could have prevented yesterday's tragedy. Live in the control room, Nohely Mendoza, Fox 44 News.